Good day. Thank you for joining me. My name's Warren Davison, and I'll be taking you through the PSG Wealth Offshore Solutions for the month of February. Equity and bond markets experienced a difficult month in February as concerns surrounding the Russian invasion of Ukraine took hold. In the first half of the month, expectations for the number of interest rate hikes that would be delivered by the US Federal Reserve, the Bank of England, and the European Central Bank ramped up quickly. Investors were concerned that the central banks may dampen growth in their efforts to get inflation under control. In the second half of the month, investors' attention was absorbed by the conflict in Ukraine. This dampened expectations for rate hikes compared to the intra-month peak, and also delivered a future hit to growth expectations. For the month overall, global growth stocks were hit hard again, falling by 3.5%. Value outperformed growth, but still fell by 1.6%. Developed market equities declined by 2.5%, leaving them down 7.6% for the year to date. The global aggregate bond index also fell 1.2%, whilst commodities gained over 6%, with Brent oil and natural gas prices rising significantly. Having a look at the PSG Wealth Risk Radar for February, what we can see is Schroders Multi-Asset Income Fund for the Global Preserver appeared on the quant radar this month. For the Global Moderate, we had T. Rowe Price Global Allocation. Within the Global Flexible, we had Baillie Gifford remaining on the radar, whilst UBS SF Growth Sustainable was added to the quant radar. Having a look at the Global Creator, we have Fundsmith Equity Fund as a new addition this month. Threadneedle Global Select remains, whilst Vulcan Value Equity is a new addition. Looking at the overall group rankings, what we can see is that they still remain dominated by first quartile performance. The longer-term rankings remain strong relative to peers, with all of our fund of funds above average since their inceptions. In line with global markets, the shorter-term numbers remain more volatile, bouncing between first and fourth quartile. The Global Preserver underperformed the peers by 44 basis points in the dollar class and by 3 basis points in the pound class. The ranking tables remain mixed over the short term, with markets bouncing between growth and value stocks. Fixed income markets have also been under pressure, which is a large component of this fund. The longer-term rankings, however, do still remain strong. The Global Moderate underperformed the peers by 6 basis points over the month. The 5-year holding period still remains well above the peer group by 80 basis points per annum over the 5-year period. Turning to the ranking tables, the ranking tables have remained relatively stable, with the fund holding majority of its time within that second quartile rank. The Global Flexible underperformed the peers by 69 basis points in the dollar class and by 47 basis points in the pound class. Over the longer-term 7-year horizon, what we can see is the fund of funds still remain well above the sector average. The ranking tables remain mixed over the shorter-term period. However, the fund did see a pickup in February, moving from 4th to 3rd quartile in the USD class. The longer-term rankings, however, still remain strong, with the fund of fund placed 4th in the USD class and 3rd in the pound class over the recommended 7-year holding period. The Global Creator outperformed the peers by 80 basis points over the month and still remains above over its 7-year holding period by 2.97% per annum. The ranking tables saw a pickup in February, moving from 4th to 1st quartile. The longer-term rankings still remain strong, with the fund of fund being placed in the first quarter over all longer-term periods. To summarize all the data points, and sticking in line with our three-pillar approach of consistent above-average performance at below-average risk whilst maintaining a competitive price, what we can see is that the PSG Global Fund of Funds still remain very well positioned relative to their peers on all three aspects. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me today. Please take note of the following disclaimer, and if you should have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us.